Um, let's play this lightning round. So the deal here is, I don't want long answers to these at all. This is basically almost yes or no, though maybe I'll give you a sentence of explanation if required. Okay. Will the New York Times still be publishing on paper in 2020?
Yes, but it'll be a special, elite, expensive hipster edition.
2020, of course.
Probably.
Probably. Who will generate greater profits in 2015? Condé Nast or Twitter? Profits, I'm talking here. Actually making money.
Wait, what year?
2015. Very
Oh,
soon.
Condé Nast.
For sure.
Definitely.
They seem confident, so I'm saying Condé Nast.
And his company was purchased
I
by
just
Condé
did.
Nast. This one I'll give you a little more time on. What's the most exciting news media venture that you see out there that's sort of doing something new
that's easy.
and exciting? 1 to 2 sentences. Maybe a little more.
Not just because I'm an investor and love plugging them, but Upworthy is actually trying to take a stab at.
So you can tell them what Upworthy is.
So it's a news organization, a remarkably fast-growing one that's just been around for about a year, trying to create content that will go viral as best as one can, but that is socially good. So it's trying to take all the best practices from like cat videos and applying them to socially good content. Sometimes with cats, but not necessarily.
I hate how this answer is going to come off. We are going to launch something, I believe in late July, maybe in early August, that is I am more excited about than anything I've worked on since I've been in journalism, but I cannot tell you what it is yet.
You tease. You tease.
But stay tuned to
then
Wonk Blog.
pick somebody else, some other
So pick
venture.
someone else?
Yeah.
Well, have Kirk go, and then I'll come up with a new answer.
Okay.
I don't know if it counts as news, and they're my colleagues, not me. But Radiolab is an extraordinary piece of media creation that has been overpraised, but so what? It deserves everything.
That's good. I'll go with Planet Money then. I think similarly they're coming up with an incredibly new way of storytelling. I think that the way they choose stories and the way they begin at the beginning is phenomenal. Their web presence is amazing. I think that I think their ability to make economics interesting is really, and interesting being again the key word for me here, is kind of unparalleled and kind of amazing, and I find them really exciting.
Cool. Here you go. Did Glenn Greenwald handle the Snowden leaks well? Not as you would have, but did he handle them well? We'll start with you, Chris.
Sure.
You could say more if you want to.
No, he handled them. I mean, he fine. I mean, the Guardian is how much of a more legit set of gatekeepers and editors do you need than the Guardian? I thought he handled it fine. He is who he is, and he's the sort of person who's going to piss people off coming and going, and he managed to do that as well. But beyond that, I thought he did a fine job.
I agree, and I thought it was a good moment. I mean, I think it's a good thing Glenn is at The Guardian now. I think that collaboration there has worked really, really well. Their ability to follow up, report on what he's doing, and build on top. That's my friend Spencer Ackerman is there now, has been doing a lot of work on it. I mean, I think it's been a really inspiring period of journalism from them.
And as a member of Team Edward,
Twilight we're talking about?
of course, Twilight Edward. I totally agree with Glenn, or with Glenn's work, but I really want to point out one of the interesting things in this age we live in. Historically, if we had ever been exposed to a whistleblower, the person, we would have done it through someone else's filter. And what was so brilliant about the way that was executed was him sitting in front of a camera, just talking like a reasonable person, like someone we'd be totally comfortable sitting next to on a bus.
So Laura Poitras, like the actual filmmaker, is an activist who created the video. So I mean, there was a filter.
Oh, sorry. Okay, there was a filter, but it was not media, or it was not other people describing this person. We got to judge Edward Snowden on Edward Snowden's terms of him talking into a camera. And I think what has been so challenging about this for the people who don't care about the Fourth Amendment is that he really does come off as a reasonable person who really felt like he was doing the right thing by not exposing state secrets, by saying very frankly that he's not advocating a particular agenda. He just wanted the American people to decide for themselves if they were okay with this. And it's compelling because now you can't just say, oh, this person was a nut job. I mean, they tried, right? They literally 2 weeks after saying, you guys heard it, you might have heard he was a high school dropout. They used that phrase as this term of disdain. And literally 2 weeks earlier, David Karp was a high school dropout. The exact same phrase being attributed as this sign of praise for a brilliant tech wunderkind somehow became a tarnish 2 weeks later. So it's little things like that that I think are a sign of how well executed that was and what a great age we live in.